Welcome dear student. Today we will do topic solid waste management from class 9. So let's begin with the lesson. Alright. So before starting the video, I will see what is a solid waste. So many waste materials are generated through the various daily human activities, and this is called solid waste. So if these waste material are properly disposed of, they can be valuable source of energy. That means if these waste material which are generated through the different type of human activity, if they are destroyed or disposed properly, then it is a valuable source of energy can be produced. Currently, solid waste is a serious worldwide problem as it causes both water and soil pollution. So solid waste is also a serious problem from the point of view of economic growth, environmental degradation. Now in environmental degradation, that means the beauty of the environment is getting damaged due to the solid waste, and it is also a serious effect on our health also. Health of human beings, plants and different types of animals. That means we get the diseases are spreading due to the waste material which is created. So it has posed a serious threat to nature and human habitat because of the air, water and soil getting polluted. So this is a solid waste. Now garbage production per day. Let's see. Solid waste generated in the main metro cities of the state is approximately as follows. So in the city Mumbai of state Maharashtra, daily 5,000 tons solid waste or garbage is produced, and in city of Pune 1,700 tons garbage is produced per day, and in the city of Nagpur daily 900 tons garbage is produced. So we can see that in Mumbai, which is a metro city of India, Maharashtra, 5,000 tons of garbage is produced per day. That means in one day. Do you know, students, on 26 July 2005, a serious flood calamity had arisen in Mumbai, and improper solid waste management was one of the main reasons behind that calamity. And due to this, we see that accumulation of solid waste can lead to various calamities. So this is solid waste is again, it is a very dangerous thing for our environment and our health also. So student, we make use of many materials and articles in our daily life, right? So they are of different kinds, and some of them are reusable. That means we can use them again and again, but others have to be discarded. That means some of the articles which we are using in our daily life, articles and materials, they can be reusable, and some have to be discarded or destroyed. So however, if they are not properly disposed of, it affects the environment very harmfully or very adversely. So there are different types of waste are there, out of which first is a biodegradable waste. So biodegradable means mainly a kitchen waste, or this type of waste is easily degraded by the microbes. That means this type of a waste, like you can observe on the screen, that this is a kitchen waste. It can be easily break down into simple compound by microorganisms or insects. It mainly includes kitchen waste like spoiled food, fruits and vegetable, ashes, soil, dung of animals, parts of the plant, etc. So these are the basically biodegradable waste, and these waste is mainly of organic type. Now organic means natural type, which compound which contain carbon, okay, and is also called as a wet solid waste or wet garbage. So if it is carefully decomposed, we can get compost and fuel of good quality from it, and such biofuel projects have been started in many cities. Next type of waste is non-biodegradable waste. Let's see it. So this type of waste is not easily degraded because it requires a very long period of time and the use of various techniques. So to destroy or to degrade this type of materials or waste, many long period of time will be required, and therefore these non-biodegradable waste are harmful to environment also. It includes plastic, metal and other similar materials, and this type of waste is also called as a dry solid waste or dry garbage. So this is a non-biodegradable waste which is a very harmful. Yeah, now we will see the harmful effects of solid waste. That means harmful effect of solid waste on our environment and many other things. Let's see one by one. So first is the spreading of disease. That means due to the waste material accumulated in the environment, many different types of diseases are there. So pollution will be happened, and due to the pollution, spreading of disease occurs. So for example, malaria, cholera and different types of disease. Next is a soil pollution. So due to the solid waste, soil is getting polluted. Water pollution, water also get polluted. Air pollution, so all the different type of pollution are occur due to the solid waste. And next is degradation of natural beauty. That means due to the solid waste is accumulated, the forest, water reservoirs and lands is getting damaged, and indirectly it is the damaging of our natural beauty of environment. Production of toxic gases, so production of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide gases, nitrogen and harmful gases are or toxic gases are produced due to the solid waste. Bad odor of waste, and these solid waste also affect on the biodiversity. That means plants and animals also getting affected due to the solid waste. So this is a very harmful for environment and us. Now we will see the necessity of solid waste management. That means why it is important. So for preventing environmental pollution and to keep the surroundings clean, the solid waste management is a compulsory, or it is very necessary. For energy as well as fertilizer production, and through that to generate work and employment opportunities. Now fertilizer means these are the chemical or natural substances added to the soil just to increase the soil fertility, and to reduce the strain on natural resources through treatment of solid waste, and to improve the health and quality of life and to maintain environmental balance. So due to these due to these points, the solid waste management should be necessary. It should be implemented. Now we are going to see the scientific and eco-friendly waste management. Let's see one by one. So first we have is composting. So what is composting? You can get clear idea from the picture alongside picture on the screen. So composting is the natural process of recycling organic matter such as leaves and food scraps into a valuable fertilizer that can enrich soil and plants. So the leftover parts of the leaves and food scraps or kitchen waste, it can be converted into the valuable fertilizers that can improve or enhance the soil and plants quality of soil. Next reason is next scientific and eco-friendly waste management is the safe landfill sites. Let's see what it is. So landfill sites are area of land in which waste is deposited. You can observe the picture also. That means all the waste material is accumulated in one safe place, and they are carefully designed structure built into the ground so that waste is kept separate from the surrounding environment. So it should be separate from the residential area. Next type of waste management is vermicomposting. So you can get the clear idea by looking at the picture that it is something related to worms or earthworms. So vermicomposting is a process in which the earthworms convert the organic waste into manure rich in high nutritional content. So this is a vermicomposting, and for this reason earthworm, variety of earthworms are used. Next we have is biomedical waste management. Now biomedical waste means the waste which is getting collected through the hospitals, like bandages, syringes, gloves, needles, saline bottles, test tube, medicine bottles, etc. So these all are the biomedical waste. So to manage these biomedical waste, what happened, incineration technique is used. That means the waste, all the biomedical waste is getting destroyed by burning at some temperature. Now next is a pyrolysis. Now pyrolysis is a energy production by which, by burning of waste at a very high temperature and in absence of oxygen. That means here the waste is burned at very high temperature but in the absence of oxygen or air, to produce the energy like biogas and bioelectricity. So this is a pyrolysis. Yeah, so student, here are the 7 principles of solid waste management. Let's see one by one. First is reuse. Then after, that means after use materials should be reused for some other proper purposes. Next is refuse. That means refusal to use articles made from non-degradable articles like plastic and thermocol. Recycle. So production of useful articles by recycling solid waste. For example, paper and glass can be recycled again. Rethink. Rethinking our habits, activities and their consequences in connection with the use of various articles of daily use. Reduce. Restriction the use of resources to avoid their wastage, and old material should be reused. One thing should be shared by many. Use and throw type of objects should be avoided, completely avoided. Research. So conducting research related to reuse of material that are temporarily out of use. Last is regulation and public awareness. That means following the laws and rules related to waste management and motivating others to do the same thing. Now next we have is the period required for degradation of waste. That means how much time will the waste material takes to destroy completely or to decompose completely. Let's see. So first we have 2 columns here. First column is of waste material. Next is the period of natural degradation. That means in natural period how many times will be taken to things to degrade or decomposed naturally. So first is a banana peeling. So to degrade or decompose the banana peelings, it require 3 to 4 weeks. Next is the cloth bags. So cloth bags are degraded naturally within the period of 1 month. Next is the rags. Now rags, these are the waste piece of cloth used for the cleaning things, cleaning many different types of things in the house, right? So rags take 5 months to degrade naturally. Next, woolen socks, they degraded within the period of 1 year. Wood, 10 to 15 years. Leather shoes, they require 40 to 50 years period of natural degradation. Now tin cans, which we are using in our daily life, so they required 50 to 100 years. Aluminium cans, 200 to 250 years. Certain plastic bags, they require 10 lakh years for natural degradation. And thermocol or styrofoam, that means these are the mainly used and throw material which we are using in the feast or marriages, etc., in different kind of feast. Okay, so they require infinite duration for the degrade. That means the time is not mentioned here. So they require most, that means above than 10 lakh years, maybe above than 10 lakh years. So these are the different waste material and their period of natural degradation. So student, I hope you all have understood about the solid waste management topic, and next part of the lesson we will cover in our next session. So student, here are the we have to use a specific dustbin as per the different types of waste, and think about how such eco-friendly waste management can be achieved by following these methods in our homes and in our surroundings also. So I hope you all have understood very well. Thank you.